Today on Rare Coins Hub, we're taking a deep look into one of the fascinating and often overlooked coins from the U.S. Mint, the 1988 5-cent piece, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This coin, despite its everyday appearance, holds some unique qualities that make it both a fascinating collectible and a surprisingly valuable one if you know what to look for. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, one of the United States founding fathers and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The 1988 edition of this coin carries forward that legacy but with characteristics unique to its mintage year and style. For collectors, coins from this series, especially those from years with certain design nuances or minting errors, offer a unique snapshot of U.S. coinage history. In 1988, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of these nickels across various mints, with the Philadelphia and Denver mints being the primary ones. While most 1988 nickels circulated as intended, over time, certain characteristics of these coins have made them particularly interesting to collectors. From subtle minting details to known errors, and even the coins aging over the past decades, the 1988 nickel is a treasure trove of small details that enthusiasts appreciate. Many people don't realize that a basic nickel from this year could fetch a significant amount of money under the right conditions, especially if it's in pristine condition or has unique error markings. First, let's consider the design. The obverse features the famous side profile of Thomas Jefferson, with inscriptions around the edge that state, "In God We Trust, Liberty, and the year 1988. The reverse side showcases his famous residence, Monticello, with the denomination 5 cents below it, framed by the words, United States of America. To truly appreciate the potential value of a 1988 nickel, you have to understand what makes a coin go from common to collectible. Coins can rise in value due to their rarity, historical interest, and, quite often, because of errors that make certain batches unique. For example, some coins from this year exhibit off-center strikes or doubling, where details appear to be duplicated slightly. Another factor that contributes to value is the coin's condition. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, meaning they show no signs of wear, are much more valuable than those that have spent years in circulation. Collectors and experts alike seek out coins that retain their original luster, clear details, and sharp edges. If you're lucky enough to find a 1988 nickel in such condition, it's best to preserve it in a coin holder or album to prevent further aging or damage. Even small scratches or dirt buildup can impact its value. For many rare coin enthusiasts, the thrill is in finding an old coin that looks like it was minted yesterday. The Philadelphia Mint coins from 1988 are of particular interest due to a few known errors and anomalies reported from that year. One such error to watch for is known as the die clash, where the dies, or molds, used to stamp the coin accidentally collide without a blank coin between them. This creates faint impressions from the opposite side's design on both the obverse and reverse. Die clashes can add considerable value to a coin, especially if the details are pronounced. Another rare but valuable detail is doubling. Sometimes, during the minting process, a slight misalignment can cause certain features, such as letters or numbers, to appear doubled. On the 1988 nickel, doubling on the date or on inscriptions like Liberty can greatly enhance a coin's value. Checking your coin carefully with a magnifying glass, or better yet, a jeweler's loupe, can help you spot these valuable characteristics. Condition is always key, especially with coins from the 1980s, which saw large circulation numbers. Most 1,988 nickels show signs of wear, as they have been in circulation for decades. However, if you find one in near-perfect condition, one that retains its original shine and sharp details, it could be worth quite a bit. The highest-grade coins, those rated MS-65 or above, are often the ones that fetch top dollar among collectors and auction houses. Lastly, let's talk about the market value of this coin. Even though it may seem like just a regular nickel, an uncirculated or error-marked 1988 nickel can surprise you in terms of price. Coins with special features or in exceptionally good condition are what turn heads at auctions and in collector circles. And this particular coin, in the right condition or with the right error, can fetch around $95,000. Second top coin of USA, the United States 5-cent coin from 1995. This is not just any nickel, it's a coin with stories woven into its metal, a piece of history that represents far more than its face value. This particular coin might look simple, but once we explore its unique characteristics, quirks, and value in today's market, you'll see why collectors prize it so highly. Let's take a closer look at the 1995 nickel itself. The obverse, or front side, features Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. His portrait has appeared on the nickel since 1938. His profile is a familiar sight, but each era brings slight variations due to the different mints, strikes, and designs. The 1995 coin has some unique traits that set it apart and make it highly collectible. On the reverse, we see Monticello, Jefferson's beloved home in Virginia. Monticello is more than just a house, it's a symbol of Jefferson's legacy as a statesman, thinker, and innovator. The design captures this piece of American history beautifully, with fine details that show Monticello's unique architectural features. However, with coins that have been in circulation, these details can start to wear down, which makes a well-preserved 1995 nickel even more valuable. Let's dig into the fascinating world of mintage numbers and how they influence a coin's worth. The 1995 nickel was produced in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, which is why you may see a small P or D mark on some of these coins. Philadelphia minted a large number of these nickels, so you might think they'd be easy to find. But in the world of numismatics, rarity isn't always about mintage numbers, it's about how many high-quality, uncirculated pieces still exist. Now, the story gets even more exciting when we talk about the errors that appeared in some 1995 nickels. Error coins are some of the most intriguing items for collectors. Imagine getting your hands on a coin that left the mint with something unusual, a misalignment, doubling, or even a rare material defect. With the 1995 nickel, collectors have found examples with what's called double die errors. These can occur when the die, the piece used to strike the coin, shifts slightly, creating a doubling effect on letters or numbers. In some rare 1995 nickels, doubling can be seen on Jefferson's profile or the words. This subtle misprint elevates the coin's value significantly, and it's one of the things experts look for in a valuable coin from this year. We also can't overlook the importance of condition when it comes to determining a coin's worth. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to mint state. A 1995 nickel that's been well circulated, showing signs of heavy wear, will naturally be valued lower than one that's remained unblemished over the years. For a coin that's been around for nearly 3 decades, finding a piece with crisp, sharp details and a shiny surface can be a challenge. Yet, the lucky few who come across one in pristine condition will find it highly sought after by collectors willing to pay a premium. Let's talk about market demand and why this coin has become so popular among collectors. The demand for the 1995 nickel has grown in recent years due to a renewed interest in American coinage from the late 20th century. Collectors today are looking to complete sets, often spanning many decades, and the 1995 nickel plays an important role in these collections. When people try to find a coin that completes a particular year or series, prices can increase significantly. To truly understand the value of this coin, we must also consider the wider context of U.S. coin collecting. There's something special about holding a piece of American history, even if it's a small 5-cent coin. For collectors, it's about more than the metal itself, it's about preserving a piece of the past. And for those lucky enough to own one of these unique nickels, there's a special connection to the history of the United States, a reminder of where we've been and the progress we've made. Imagine coming across a rare 1995 nickel in excellent condition, or even one with an error. It's a treasure hunt that any collector dreams of, and that's why this particular coin can fetch such a high price. And now, for what you've all been waiting for, the potential value of this incredible 1995 5-cent coin. If you're holding on to one in top condition, and especially if it has one of those rare errors, this coin could be worth as much as $90,000. That's right, this little piece of metal could be hiding a small fortune. So next time you come across a 1995 nickel, take a closer look. You might just have a true treasure in your hands. Thanks for joining us on Rare Coins Hub. Top 3 Coin of USA. Today, we're excited to explore an unexpected treasure that might be hiding right in your pocket change. We'll be focusing on the 2020 USA 5-cent coin. Now, 2020 was a year that most of us will never forget, and as it turns out, some unique coins from that year have captured collectors' attention for a whole host of reasons. Whether it's due to minting quirks, limited production, or high-grade condition, this 5-cent coin could be worth much more than you'd expect. In fact, we'll reveal why some 2020 nickels have recently been estimated to hold a value of up to $85,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that's only a few years old and originally worth 5 cents is now being sold for tens of thousands of dollars. So what is it about the 2020 nickel that's making waves in the collecting world? We'll start by talking a bit about its history, its unique design, and, of course, the extraordinary conditions that have influenced its rarity and value. First off, the 2020 nickel is part of a long-standing tradition of American nickels, which have been around since the 19th century. The original nickel design has seen several changes, but the current design, featuring Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, has been a classic since the 1930s. The familiar profile of Jefferson has been maintained over decades, keeping his likeness front and center. But the 2020 version, while standard in appearance, has a much richer story than you might imagine. The year 2020 was challenging, as we all know, with impacts that were felt globally in nearly every area of life. The U.S. Mint was also affected, adjusting production and distribution strategies to respond to shifting demands and operations. Due to these changes, 2020 coins were distributed in a way that may have affected the total number of coins in circulation. As fewer people used cash during that time, coins from that year didn't circulate in the same way that others would have in the past. This means that high-grade, untouched nickels from 2020 are now a rare find, adding a premium to those that are still in mint or near mint condition. When it comes to rare coin collecting, errors or imperfections make a huge difference in value, and the 2020 nickel is no exception. Collectors prize coins that feature unusual characteristics. A slight misalignment in the design, doubled letters, or faint lines can turn a common coin into a collectible treasure. While these coins may seem ordinary to the untrained eye, a collector can spot these characteristics and instantly recognize their potential value. The 2025-cent coin has been known to have several varieties of mint errors, and the rarity of these errors adds to the appeal for collectors. These mistakes might have been overlooked in previous years, but with the increased interest in coins and collectibles, the smallest details are now being examined with a keen eye. To determine a coin's value, collectors also look at the coin's grade, which is a measure of its physical condition. Mint state coins, for example, are given a grading number like MS-65 or MS-67, with higher numbers indicating better condition. Grading agencies like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, evaluate coins to determine this grade. A coin in mint state condition has no evidence of wear and looks just as it did the day it was minted. If you happen to have a 2020 nickel in this high grade, it's possible that it could be worth thousands of times its face value. And if it has an error, that only increases its rarity and worth, which is why it's so valuable to collectors. In recent years, collectors have been searching through their change with renewed interest, hoping to find a rare or unique coin. The 2020 nickel, due to its unique minting conditions, is a prime example of a modern coin that can still hold incredible value. People are often surprised to learn that a coin that seems so common could be worth so much, but that's the beauty of coin collecting, you never know what might turn up. Even a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin from 2020 has the potential to be a once-in-a-lifetime find. If you're interested in coin collecting, now is a fantastic time to start. Many people think that you need old or historic coins to build a valuable collection, but as we've seen with this 2020 nickel, that isn't necessarily the case. Coins from recent years can also hold value if they meet certain criteria, such as being in pristine condition or having a mint error. Starting your collection with 2020 coins is a great way to build an eye for details and start recognizing valuable characteristics that add to a coin's worth. In recent auctions, we've seen some 25-cent coins reach surprising prices, with certain high-grade examples or those with errors fetching substantial sums. Some of these coins have sold for over $10,000, and collectors are eagerly searching for similar finds in hopes of stumbling upon a valuable piece of numismatic history. Imagine finding a coin in your spare change that could cover the cost of a car or even a home down payment. It's a thrill for collectors and one of the reasons why this hobby continues to grow in popularity. And with that, I'd like to thank all of you for joining me on this journey into the world of rare coins. Remember, sometimes the most valuable items are the ones we overlook. If you happen to come across a 25-cent coin, don't ignore it, inspect it carefully. You never know what small detail might make a big difference. And as we promised, here's the exciting part: some rare, high-quality versions of this coin have reached an astonishing value of $85,000. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, right here on Rare Coins Hub. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.